Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you are watching. Thank you for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. That's right. Today we have several stories, actual news, and things that are one or two things that might be outside of pop culture. Some really cool things that I'm really excited for personally. Hopefully you find them interesting as well. Just a real quick hi to everybody that showed up early. I really appreciate it. We have, of course, M. Dastardly, just another red shirt. Nancy Reed, who's supporting Max World Entertainment. Check that out for sure. Theme Park Casual, Dragon King 27. Let's see, who else popped in here? Roof Korean is here. We've got Michelle Jolan, Snortopus, Cuber, and Brightest Day, Kashik Queen, Roger the Shrubber, and in Fear Turn. If I missed you, it's not because I don't love you, Lord Thoth. And I do appreciate each and every one of you, including you, Fenrir Fire. But we do have to report on the news. Hi, Dave Myers. Here we go. First and foremost, I want to say that I'm pretty happy to report that one of my favorite films as a kid was a Godzilla movie featuring King Kong. Godzilla vs. Kong roars to the best opening during the pandemic at $9.6 million first day. That's pretty good considering that nobody only earned about $7 million in its first opening weekend. This thing's projected or was projected at $27.3 million for opening weekend here in the US. I think it's going to beat it. The numbers worldwide are impressive, and I'm very excited about this film. Hopefully you are too. This is a good turn your brain off and enjoy film. Moving on, we of course have the Netflix deal. That's $400 million for Rian Johnson to finally get his trilogy. Of course, it's not in Star Wars. Knives Out is going to go to Netflix for this $400 million, and it's going to be interesting. I don't know how anybody could be terribly excited that you're going to get Daniel Craig two more times, but hey, maybe you are. Maybe that's interesting to you. I do know people that have enjoyed this film. I know people who didn't enjoy this film, so it's hard to say whether or not it'll be successful. But hey, it'll be a good deal for Netflix long term, I would expect. So moving forward from there, of course, we also have Elon Musk. He is slated for the board on the new agency called Endeavor, which means he's probably dipping his toe into Hollywood, which we should all probably be very excited for, because maybe he could stem the tide of some of this really weird Hollywood stuff. Because right now, the agencies and Hollywood are in cahoots with each other at keeping people in or out, gatekeeping, and of course, making it, essentially a monoculture, which is, the whole point of the video that I did yesterday, which I didn't get a lot of views for, so maybe I didn't hit the YouTube algorithm properly. Could be on me, but it was very interesting. So I'm excited to see if this moves forward for him. He's a brilliant man. He's so brilliant. He went in and hired every single brilliant mind on the planet to work for him. Talk about foresight. Next up, we have Dish. Dish has taken away the Mid-Atlantic Sports Network and the NBC Regional Sports Nets. As of today's April 1st. This is not an April Fool's joke. This is the opening day for baseball. So in certain markets, like, I don't know, if you happen to be a Mets fan, like our friend Biggles Mets, you're going to be really upset if you have Dish Network, because you will not be able to see the game. You won't be able to see the games. It's really crazy. But you know what? Dish has a point. They don't like the fact that this costs all of their other subscribers money. Regional sports networks don't come with one price for each locale. They come with a price for all of them. So when they're distributed, the subscribers are paying a huge price, even if they don't watch it, right? That's not cool. And that's what Dish is trying to get MASN and the NBC Sports Regional Nets to see, is that they want to offer them as an a la carte. And they want them essentially to be their own essential subscription, which means that only people who want them have to pay for them, right? We'll see if this changes, but this is something that DirecTV tried to play hardball on before, not necessarily this, but things similar to this. And they got a little bit of headway into it, but they still had to capitulate. And that's a real problem. So we'll have to see what happens there. I don't know where this will fold out, but it's definitely going to fold out at some point. And of course, this is interesting. John Woo is going to produce a live action adaptation based on Stan Lee's Monkey Master, which was an unreleased released comic book. And I find this fascinating because it's going to dive into some mythology, some spiritualism, some really cool stuff, based in some, different cultures. So, Indian cultures and things like that. I think this will be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it if it actually does happen. But, there are going to be some people reeing possibly when it comes to this because, cultural appropriation or misrepresentation or a bunch of crap, racism, who knows, but we'll have to see. Anyway, moving on to the last story, a real news piece. Archbishop denies presiding over secret wedding for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. He says essentially this is a total myth, fabrication. There was no secret ceremony. And if there had been, he'd be in a lot of trouble because he would have broken the law. So, yeah, that would be very, very bad. Anyway, not surprised that the royals, at least these particular royals, have been caught lying again. Their credibility is not very great. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
Guys, be sure to check out Lorena's stream next, coming up in just a few minutes with That Time.